Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Trey Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 20 is there, and he has it for the out. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
In now is Adam Eaton, his career line with Foltynewicz. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. The pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. Popped up. Freeman shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 34.
And now for Washington, Bryce Harper. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit to right, but foul. And we're just underway from SunTrust Park. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Max Scherzer, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Swing and a looper to left. Kendrick ranging forward, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Murphy onto the grass. 1 down. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, what's your take on them against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
The next at bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Inciarte leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kendrick giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Atlanta. Still no score. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. His career line with Bolton Avage. He's a .375 hitter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-1 home. Is in there for strike number 2. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Inciarte moving in. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting second, third baseman, number 6.
Striding in now for the Nats, Anthony Rendon, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. Flaherty comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, number 20. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Stepping in, Charlie Culberson. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball in the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Harper on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Here's Howie Kendrick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
One away now in the Washington third, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The pitcher, number 30, Max
Into the box
Scherzer.
now, the Nationals pitcher, Max Scherzer. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now here's the pitch. Tries his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The windup and the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming on. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Mike Foltynewicz.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Hit out towards second. Murphy's got it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ender Inciarte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Montero gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Inciarte is retired. 2 down now.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Scherzer against the sign. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Albies is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. Trey Turner with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Center fielder, number 2.
Stepping in now, Adam Eaton. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And now Bryce Harper. Line, but speared on a hop. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for the left-handed hitter Daniel Murphy.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Murphy.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side and right into the shift. Murphy has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
So with 1 away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. First pitch on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Standing in now, number 20. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's wide, 2-0. Scherzer into the windup. Here it is on 2-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kendrick will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0. In now is Anthony Rendon. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, number 6.
First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Softly on a line to third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Nationals gone in order, but they're on top 1-0. Striding in once again, Charlie Culberson. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Charlie Culberson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
A ball and a strike now. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Popped him up. And he drops it.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Kendrick has a beat on it. 2 gone. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command it? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
In now, Mike Foltynewicz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Max Scherzer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. And he'll step off. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Trey Turner will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a whiff at a good slider that time. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And that one just missed outside.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Trey Turner goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ready once again, Adam Eaton. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Ender Inciarte. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Braves have elected to.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Kendrick is over, and that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Freddie Freeman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kendrick sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Back here at SunTrust Park, Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. And now Bryce Harper. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Fouled off. The 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch fouled away. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that misses for ball one. And it's fouled away. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
The pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Daniel Murphy now as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The lifetime batting line versus Peter Moylan. Not a big sample size. 0 for 1. The 0-1 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hold. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Right there, Murphy at second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, number 20, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. Shortstop. Charlie Culberson.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Charlie Culberson. He went down on strikes last time up. Scherzer looks in. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Ryan Flaherty, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Here comes the tying run home. And a relay home. He's safe at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box, Carlos Perez. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Lane Adams will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Eaton going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Braves open things up here. It's 4-1.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game. And you could see that he just hung that one up there and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late into the start. The bad news is fatigue might be finally showing.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So we'll leave with 2 outs here in the 7th, as this was really not one of his better performances.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 36, Gavin Stone. Center fielder,
into the box now, Ender Inciarte. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Nats 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sam Freeman will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch.
Number 39.
Peter Borges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready for another chance? Anthony Rendon. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And a step off. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Ready for another shot now. Howie Kendrick. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and a strike to count. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Ready on 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now there's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Set to deal on 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed. Miguel Montero waits on deck. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The next 3-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1 now to Montero. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Borges will take this one in for out number 2. Michael Taylor will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Michael Taylor.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Rendon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 26, Trevor Brown.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Eaton going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Driven nicely into the gap. Freeman will head to second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
In now, Charlie Culberson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon has it. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back to SunTrust Park following this. Al Minter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
A.J. Minter.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. Two and one to count to Trey Turner. Set and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him.
Center fielder, number 2.
Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. And the slider tails outside for ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. Got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
1-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Borges moving in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And now for Washington, Bryce Harper. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for ball 1. The 1-1 is a slider that backs up for a ball. The 2-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Atlanta Braves put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Peter Moylan claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 5 runs.